the front fourth seat.
Hi, Steve Buckley from The Athletic. You guys were down 0-3 last year. Game 4, you had that big comeback. You had I think, 25 points in the second half. So can you at least see where they're coming from tonight and what their mindset was coming into this game, they're being down 0-3?
I mean, absolutely. Like you said, a year ago this time we were down 0-3, and we're essentially fighting for our lives. So very short answer, yeah, we understand what it's like, from their point of view. And, they came out super aggressive. They, playing extremely fast and took more shots than we did. They were really concentrating on attacking the offensive glass. They got way more rebounds than we did. So, they played harder tonight. And obviously we didn't shoot the ball well at all. And it's something that we can learn from.
Front left, Jared.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. You guys have talked in so many different metaphors about how hard it is to finish something off this year. You get to the first clinching game for a title of your career. How big of a challenge was it, and how hard was it to try to problem solve in real time and go through all those different things?
Yeah, give them credit. They played well tonight, and we didn't. We had the right mindset and the right intentions, right? We wanted to come out and play super well and win, but it just didn't go that way tonight. But, we're fortunate we get another opportunity on Monday.
Over here on your right.
Hey, Jason. Jack Simone, SB Nation. Jalen came in here and said, next time you're out there, you got to play like your life depends on it, because it does. You recently said in an interview, if you got back to this point, you would do whatever you needed to take to win. After a loss like this, I'm curious what your process is mentally of absorbing it and moving on.
Yeah, just not to harp on it too much. Like, it happened. We can't change what happened tonight. We always say you lose by 2 or you lose by 30. Right? They all count the same. But we do need to be better. We're not making any excuses. We need to be better, and we will. We will be better.
John, back left.
Jason, Joe talked about the Mavs kind of causing some indecision at the rim, kind of making you unsure of whether you should shoot or pass. What were they doing, and just what did you make of your teams and your decision-making in general tonight?
Yeah, I think we were I think this was the most stagnant that we've been this series. And the worst job of owning our space on the offensive end and doing what we wanted to do instead of what they were forcing us to do. And, we did a great job of that the first 3 games, and this one we didn't.
Dan, here in the front right.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. You guys have been getting up a ton of corner threes, generating a lot of those driving kick to the corner. Only got, I think, 6 of those tonight before garbage time. What were you seeing from them defensively in terms of the way they were closing out on those corners and shutting down those opportunities for you?
I think it starts on the defensive end for us. We didn't get many stops, so they were allowed to set their defense up. And just naturally, when you're scoring at a high rate, you feel good about yourself, your energy is higher, tend to probably play better defense. So it all starts on the defensive end. We just got to do a much better job containing them, making it tougher, and getting stops.
Robert, third row on your left.
Robert Littell, BSO. When dealing with a blowout, is your process more to, like you kind of spoke about before, just kind of flush it, move on as quickly as possible, or are you someone that watches the game over, watches the tape of it, and gets kind of angry or motivated since it was a blowout?
It's a little bit of both. You have to move on from it, win or a loss. We're obviously going to watch film and see a lot of things that we need to clean up and do better. But you can't worry about it too much because we have another game on Monday. And like I said, not making any excuses. We got to be a lot better, and I believe that we will.
Last question, Chris, on the second row on the left.
On the game on Monday, Game 5, what do you expect the Garden to be like? What would it mean to you to clinch on your home floor that night?
I think it's going to be as loud as it's ever been in my 7 years of being a Celtic. Excited to go back home, celebrate Father's Day on Sunday, and compete for a championship on Monday. So it should be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Jason. And that's all